everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Oakley dokley, what do I want to have a look at today? I want to have a look at, in this particular reading, sorry I'm on so late, I had to wait for, the vet was doing a home visit for Spotty. He got diagnosed with cancer 10, 11 months ago. And he was given 6 weeks, but he's still going. So they needed to see him for proof of life to keep prescribing the medication. And they're really happy with how he's going. So that's absolutely fabulous. Okay, what I want to have a look at this particular reading is, well, where do I go, actually, to be honest? So, yeah, my guides are still saying watch the turnpike. Just be aware that us skin beings, readers, trying to put logic and human reasoning onto particular messages we get. So I gather the orange felon was helicoptered in, messed up plans for thousands of New Yorkians, or whatever you call yourselves, people from New York, helicoptered in, took the convoy to Madison Square Garden, hopped up in the, well, didn't hop up in the box, staggered up into the box, probably by elevator, etc. Was resoundingly booed, fell asleep, and left in the second before the game was even completed. Oh, messing up plans for thousands. So, absolutely typical. But my guides are still talking about the turnpike, so he didn't take the road, but just be aware. Oh, and as I'm talking about that and shuffling, what have I got? I've got the High Priestess, Hidden Agendas or Secrets Being Revealed, and you've got the Death card. Death card? The Devil card. Sorry, I was reading that back to front. The Devil card. Chained to the addiction, chained to the drugs, chained to the power, etc. He would have fed off those boos as if they were, as if they were cheers. He's one of those. Any publicity is good publicity. But I had to laugh on our local news here. They had, during the sports section last night, they had a couple of minutes of the next game at South, the back and forth, and how it came to within a couple of points. And the last 2 seconds, they didn't have the felon on at all until the last 2 seconds, and they had about 2 seconds of him in the box. So I had to chuckle. International news telling it as it is, without telling it as it is. And as I'm splitting again, we've got secrets being revealed, but also hidden agendas in regards to the Ruskies. So I did do with the Empress card, I did just do a reading of a bit of a dot connecting. There's movement happening there. And that was the reason why Boris, oh gosh, and then we've got, as I'm still shuffling, we've got the Ruskies and we've got the chain to the devil. So what did I want to have a look at? I want to have a look at, well, there's a couple of things I want to have a look at. There's been some really big earthquakes too, by the way. Philippines had a 7.8. Oh, my goodness, I cannot even begin to imagine what that would have been like. There was one off Cuba, Florida at 6.1. I had a quick look to see where the USS Nimitz was. It's on the move about an hour ago or 2 hours ago now, from Jamaica into waters off Cuba. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently reports are coming out that the Cuban people are being armed in anticipation. So things are stewing there as well. However, spent yesterday with my niece, her husband, and her 2 wee little kiddies, having an absolutely lovely day, giving them pretty much a walking tour of the cafes, ice cream shops, playgrounds, and other sights to be seen around town. So absolutely pooped today, and not helped by the fact that hubby, who last week came back from 3 weeks in Europe via long haul flight, one flight was 17 hours and another one I think was 8 hours. Or thereabouts. Yeah, he brought a lovely lurgy home and has decided to share and care it with me. Things are coming to a head, coming to a close. Now, you've got the UK have given Shady a bit of a serve about mind your own business because he was trying to put his two bobs worth in regards to immigration in the UK. So they've set him straight on the facts. But there's a lot that's stewing that's coming to a close. And this weekend coming up, I gather, is the cage fight weekend. So and then shortly after that is the third full moon. So we'll see how that goes. But what I want to have a look at, what am I going to have a look at? I've got Leslie Groff down, Epps's longtime assistant, did a closed door interview with Congress. Now apparently the House, along party lines, passed the funding for ICE. Apparently the felon it's his only public engagement tomorrow is in front of the vetted White House media as he's going to sign that into law. His only public appearance. Anyhow, and then of course he had his shuffling, belly clutching Huff exiting the scene with his interview the other day because he didn't like the fact that the reporter stood up to him, or perhaps they should do that more often. But I'm going to have a look. I'm using the Smith-Waite Tarot deck, and I'm going to have a look at Leslie Groff is what I'm being drawn to. I've got a few things noted here, but I'm going to go Leslie Groff. She had the closed door interview. Now, she claimed she's was Epps's longtime assistant. Apparently, he had bought her a very expensive motor vehicle and employed a nanny when she fell preggers, etc. So the oversight committee said that Groff told the panel that she arranged calls for the felon and Epps to connect, but she claimed that those calls were not frequent. Now, she was apparently Epps's personal assistant for what, about 13, 14, 18 years. Goodness me, 18 years. So she knows all, pretty much. But I want to have a look. I want to have a look because she's claimed Groff was never charged with any wrongdoings, but in a class action lawsuit against the co-executives of the Epps estate, she is cited as Epps's secretary who made travel arrangements for the girls, tended to their living needs, and scheduled massage sessions. She was also named as an unindicted co-conspirator in Epps's 2008 non-prosecution agreement. So she's full on. She's full on in, but I want to have a look what's going to come out of her interview because my guides have said, they've just said phone logs. They're going to order the committee is going to order the copies of the phone logs because she said that she organised some phone calls. Okay, so what's going to come out of Leslie Groff's closed door committee, Congress committee interview, oversight committee interview? Now, I've always gotten that the information won't come out until after the orange idiot is dead, or yeah, he's going to be, I keep getting, he's going to be severely, well, they're saying disabled, but I'm thinking it's more confined, like a stroke where he can't talk and he can't, walk or anything like that. Pretty much trapped in his own body, but he's only going to be in that position for a couple of weeks, only short term is what my guides have been telling me that for years now. But what is this going to come out of this interview with Leslie Groff? She admitted she arranged phone calls. Okay, so what have we got here? These two cards fell out. So we've got here's the committee with the Hierophant. The committee itself making some sort of ruling that will be key. And you've got two people here, or two organisations, corporations, institutions taking their orders from the committee is what I'm getting there. So there might be a couple of different telecommunications companies, phone companies, because the challenge is, okay, this is the order they came out in. You've got the Nine of Swords there. This is a nightmare situation in regards to legalities, but all these swords are poised over here, lining up. Now, this is about communication over the airwaves. It's air energy. So communication over the airwaves. All lining up. She claimed it was infrequent, but I think what's going to happen is the challenge to it is going to be from the committee, is someone in the committee or the committee itself is going to say, well, righto, let's subpoena the phone records. Now, surely they have them already on file. I'm sure the DOJ probably has them already on file. But I think this is what's going to come out of that, because she's admitted, okay, if you're going to prove it, let's subpoena the phone records and prove it. It's almost like Discovery, like the Orange Idiot sued the BBC for what, $10 billion or something, claiming he'd had a loss of income due to the BBC doing a small article of stuff the Orange Idiot actually said, just putting it all together. And the judge basically said, yeah, sure, okay, no problems, supply the financial records to prove that you lost income due to this. And of course it's like, oh, because he hates Discovery. He can't, because when you're lying through your backside and all of a sudden the judge is demanding that you supply proof, and you can't, and the actual proof that you would be supplying counteracts the story that you've been trying to spin, it gets all panicky. I think what's going to happen is, this is about the phone records. Okay, prove it. Okay, the energy that she's stewing in Leslie Groff, and stewing in, oh no, what's coming out of this? An offer being made to present the information. That's the energy it's in. Okay. In the past, you've got the Hermit, bringing her out of hiding to shine a light. Browning the reading, you've got the Empress. Can be the birth of something significantly new. Can be blowing up, increasing the volume of, exposing something in a more increasing manner. It's also my Russian card. Okay. The immediate future, the Ten of Wands. The burden of the messaging, the inability to get the messaging to the finish line, the chaos of it, the messaging, the overreach of the messaging. Too much. Okay, I might keep the question slightly different, but it's just ten of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. End of a cycle, end of a legacy, end of the oligarchical, and the Death card. Ending. I mean, multiple of them have already passed, but this would bring the end to many of those moneyed involved. They might take, what my guides are saying is, they will take the Orange Idiot out before he exposes them. Let's see where this goes. You've got the false victory there, which is in the hopes and fears. A rejected offer. So you've got the offer here. We've got a rejected offer there. That will bring the whole thing down. Tower card. And then the Page of Pentacles, the documents are produced. Back up against the wall, nowhere to go with the Nine of Wands and the Judgment card. Okay, World card ending, Sun card fully exposed. So I think I'm going to ask this a bit differently. I think there is going to be on the committee a subpoenaing or a demand or something to provide the phone records, possibly 2 different phone companies. Show me. Now that Leslie Groff has come out and said, oh, arrange for phone calls, not very often, it was just a little bit, all the rest of it. Are they going to demand the submission of the phone records? Is someone on the committee going to demand the tabling? Thank you, that's the word they're giving me, the tabling of the phone records. The Fool, new journey that'll take them off a cliff. The Knight of Pentacles, there'll be attempts to delay it. The Six of Pentacles. Right, something new journey. But I think this new journey will not take the committee off the cliff, but it's cliff falling stuff. There'll be attempted delay to provide them with the Knight of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles, there'll be redactions involved. And the Queen of Pentacles. Could be tabled and looked at intently. But they're going to try to stall, they're going to try not to provide. I suspect the DOJ's got them already. There's that death card again. Death card, false victory. On the back foot, trying to defend. This could also just be simply very publicly seen. And on the back foot, defending. A gift from the past with the Six of Cups. It's going to bring with it big information about the connections with the Devil card. If this information gets out here, it is the end. The ending. Because it will expose past communications that connects them all. The Hermit. Yeah. Not liking what's on offer, the Sun card, the full exposure. I think what's happened is with, pardon me, with Groff, the door has been, oh, there's Nyx. Sorry, I saw something at the side of my eye. And I'm like, what's that? It's Nyx. I'll go and grab her and bring her over to say hello. Hang on a sec. Come here, Put. Come on. Ah, she's getting very big. At one stage there could fit very comfortably on my mouse pad, but there's Nyx now. Yep. Say hello, everybody. Yep. There you go. Off you go. Look at that tail. Finally grew into her tail. Yeah, I think what's happened is that she mentioned the phone calls. So there will be a demand for the phone logs. Phone logs are going to be very telling. I suspect the DOJ's got them already and has not released them. I'll just have a bit of a look here. Just a very quick look. Shuffle again. Wheel. But shining a light on the path forward and potentially trying to restrict or trying to redact. Show me. Phone logs. Excuse me, yeah, a bit of a lurgy. Terrible night's sleep, but anyhow. Let's have a look. The phone logs. Yep, I think they're going to order them up. The Hierophant. and the Ten of Swords. The information that comes out is going to be devastating. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. We'll see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.